This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
Let's ask a serious question. Is there a problem with recreational smoking marijuana? A person goes inside his house, nobody sees, nobody knows what he's doing, he's under stress, or he just enjoys it, or he wants to experience what everybody's talking about in a place where it's legal. I'm not talking in a place where it's not legal. I'm talking about in the eyes of halacha, ashkafa, Torah. Is there an issue with smoking marijuana? Deraisa. Why is it lethal? Is it lethal?
It damages your health, person's health.
Is it going to kill you?
Is it changing your psychology?
Is there a doctor here? I think there's a doctor here. Is it lethal to have marijuana?
Cigarettes also is not lethal, but we say not to smoke.
Cigarettes are lethal. The cumulative effect. The cumulative effect? I think it's more lethal than car accidents and maybe other forms. It's one of the highest rating. What about marijuana? Can it kill you?
Car accidents can cause car accidents.
It can cause car accidents. So we're going to make sure this guy doesn't drive.
Is it the cumulative effect?
We're going to answer. We're going to use that.
Is it the cumulative effect, or just once?
I would like to know if there's any issue.
There's an issue cumulatively. There's evidence cumulatively
That it does what?
That it breaks down some of your thinking, some of your abilities, some of your chachma, some of your...
So you don't like it?
What I know now, I didn't know then.
I'm asking now. Would you instruct your grandsons to have it? They're sitting in yeshiva, a very stressful tosfos. They were able to figure out tosfos. Fine. They go back to the dorms. A little relaxation.
I'm paying him not to smoke regular cigarettes, but he says, well, I'll vape. Vaping is not so...
We're not in vaping, we're talking about
It's a drug.
marijuana.
It's definitely a drug.
I know it's a drug. Does the Torah have a problem with you taking drugs? That's my question.
It's also
For what purpose?
isn't it? It's the way it's not a Jewish minhag. Not a Jewish thing.
And what if all Jewish people would practice it? Maybe it is a Jewish minhag. I don't think it's considered a goyish minhag. For that reason alone, we're not going to answer it. What's that?
Enough Jews are doing it.
Enough Jews are doing it to form a Jewish minhag.
No, but it's...
What are you saying?
No, we also have mind-altering things like drinking too much also can affect you. So it sounds like there might be a head to it.
There's a heter. Shh, we have a heter.
What's the source?
You like it or no?
Doesn't the Rambam say that someone who gets drunk is a chush?
Megune. The Rambam says it's disgusting. Stay away from this practice. But that's about drinking. The Rambam didn't discuss it. Taking drugs. I'm not talking hard drugs. Talking marijuana. You're okay with it. Because you're not jumping at me and saying, wow, chas v'shalom. You're saying it's a deraisa, which I don't know which one. Shmo nafshecha is not lethal. It's not lethal.
What's not legal?
You're supposed to do anything to prevent not to them.
V'nishmartem me'od l'nafshosechem. Watch yourselves. Don't do things which are dangerous. This lichoira is not dangerous.
No, but we know people that aren't underneath with these drugs. They do all sorts of crimes, horrible things.
No, I don't think marijuana. We're talking about specifically about marijuana. I don't think it's lethal, don't think it's dangerous. People don't do crazy things. We'll make sure the guy stays at home. And in fact, he'll say, you know what, I'm going to use it, take the key, so I won't be able to get out of the house. Lock me up.
How much do
If...
you planning on smoking tonight?
Why?
He smokes enough, and it's smart. And this shop the next morning. I think he's davening, but he's not.
He thinks he's davening, but he's not. It's a good point.
If the drug is helping symptoms that he may have.
No, I'm not talking for medicinal purposes. I'm talking about a guy who's 100% healthy, but he wants to experience what everybody talks about. He wants to feel a little less stressed.
He has peer pressure? Is that what he's saying?
He has stress
He has
in the yeshiva. So he wants to release the stress.
Stay away from
The rabbi yelled at him today. He didn't understand the Tosis for 4 hours. He was trying to break his head.
Nebuch, and that's going to help him understand it?
He thinks it will. I don't know. Maybe not to understand. He's going to help him feel a little better today. Tomorrow he's going to come back with a vengeance.
And when someone else, when he smashes his car and his finger in the door, he goes show smoke because...
He wants to. He wants to know if it's okay or not, if the Torah allows it or not.
For those reasons, I would say no.
You would say no, for a reason, halachic reason.
The reason is, if you're being pressured, peer pressure, you have your own standards. You have your standards that you have to uphold. You have to understand.
Why do people go on vacation?
Because they...
Release some tension. He's releasing some tension, staying home. Instead of spending a lot of money and time, he only goes for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours, staying at home.
That's why we have Shabbos every week.
But this is a question for Monday. He can't wait until Shabbos.
Isn't that addictive? I mean, if it's addictive, then...
Is it addictive?
The question is...
I don't think it's addictive.
It's not.
No. We're talking about marijuana.
I have no answer for that.
Like
Psychologically, it's addictive because you want to experience more of that pleasure plane that you were on. But technically speaking, the drug itself doesn't cause something in your body like nicotine, which is really addictive.
I think the Torah.
Am I correct?
It's reverse tolerance. Reverse tolerance. The more they use it, the less they need to.
I think the Torah. We're not usher. There's nothing usher with getting hana from certain substances in the world, but you need just a certain
So don't go crazy.
Yeah.
Chiddush. Before we said yes, now you're saying you're modifying it. Yes, but don't go crazy. Let's see what Reb Moshe has to say about smoking marijuana. Reb Moshe, Inigos Moshe. In Yoredei Chelek Gimel and Simin Lamed Hey, he discusses just that. I heard that some people in the yeshiva are starting to smoke marijuana. So he was asked, what do you think about this? And he goes to town on this. Listen what he does with this. First of all, it's pashut that it's asur from some major principles in Torah. And they are, the first thing, you're destroying your body. And even if you'll tell me some people are strong and it doesn't affect their body, fine, it's something worse than affecting your body. And that is damaging your das. Because when you do, you can't learn on the highest level that you were able to 5 minutes before without the drug. What is life without Torah? So this lichora would only apply to men, not to women, because they're not obligated to learn Torah. But then he continues and says, and let's say somehow it didn't, but it will change the way you're davening. Exactly what you said before. You think you're davening, you're not davening. You're in autopilot mode. You're doing mitzvahs as a robot. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu doesn't need robots to do his mitzvahs. You can stand and shake a lulav from here till tomorrow. If you're doing it without kavanah, it's as if you didn't do anything. That's the language he says. It's ke'ilu lo kimam, as if you didn't fulfill the mitzvah. HaKadosh Baruch Hu was human beings who understand what they're doing, not the person who's floating somewhere in the air. So first of all, he says because of this is terrible, this is wrong, it's awesome. Second of all, he says, and this is the Chiddush, and that's why I'm bringing it today in this Pasha. You're creating in yourself a great desire. And this goes under the umbrella of Ben Soyer Umoire. What does Ben Soyer Umoire do? He goes after the desire of eating. So Moshe says, eating is a very natural desire. We all do. Every few hours we eat a little more. That's very natural. And you need it to live. The body breaks down the food, shuttles the nutrients where they need it to go. It's great. But he takes that, or not chop, and he's only eating kosher. And the Torah doesn't like it. Because you're taking the natural desire and you're doing something wrong with it. How much more so, he says, Sakal v'chomer, when you're taking something upon yourself which you don't really need to survive. You don't need those drugs. You're creating a new desire in yourself for something you don't need. It's worse than the taiva of Ben Soyer Umoire. So he says it's true that it's only a kal v'chomer, and therefore, technically speaking, we can't give lashes because of a kal v'chomer. But you should know it's worse, and a person who does this definitely transgressed the negative commandment that the Torah discusses in our parsha, Ben Soyer Umoire. Mamish achidish. Sanhedrin Samech Amud Beis he brings. The Gemara says, why does the Torah doesn't like this kid doing what he's doing? Because what happens when there is no more meat and wine in his father's house? He's going to stand on the corner of the street and start stealing. And then he's going to kill. He needs the money. He needs that meat. When you want something that, again, you don't need, you're creating this desire to have something, And if you don't have it, you're going to go just like the Ben Serumer and steal from people and potentially kill people in order to obtain that which you want. Not because it's addictive, because you're creating a desire for something you don't need. It's unbelievable. It's not enough. So he says, the Torah in Parshas Kedoshim says, Kedoshim tihiyu. And the Ramban explains, Kadesh es atzmecha b'mutar lach. Sanctify yourself with what you are permitted. In other words, do not become a naval b'rshus haTorah. Don't become a villain with permission. It's only kosher. I eat meat 3, sometimes 4, sometimes 5 times a day. Highest level kashrus. Kashrus. 5 kilos every single time I eat. That's a naval, but it's with permission. Naval b'rshus haTorah. The Torah wants you to sanctify yourself even with those things permitted to you. This is exactly the opposite. And therefore, he continues and he says, what about the parents of the guys who are smoking? Are they happy about it? They're so upset. You're transgressing kibud aveim. So no matter where you look at it, he's closing all the doors. Says Moshe, Sof Davar, it is clear that this includes many other isurim, severe ones. He doesn't tell us what they are. He says, but if you don't like what I said, it's not enough for you. It causes many other isurim chamurim, severe ones, and you must try to remove this impurity from Klal Yisrael, and especially from the Bachurim sitting in yeshiva and learning.
Bye-bye.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.